you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
After a long two-week build-up here in the Bay Area, the moment has finally arrived. It is time for football here at Levine Stadium in Santa Clara. Folks, this is Super Bowl 60, and we've got an outstanding matchup on tap. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Baltimore Ravens taking on the NFC champions, the Green Bay Packers. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis, and what a season it's been for our AFC champions. I mean, this was a fight just to get to the Super Bowl. You got to figure that they are very battle-tested and ready.
I'd agree with you 100% about that. You don't get there without having those types of attributes, and that's what you look for in a Super Bowl team. Character, confidence. These guys. Don't lack for either one of those. Now they're here. Now they're ready to win.
Meanwhile, our NFC champions, they have gone through a lot to get where they are. Everybody knows their story this season. What's the key for them as they start this Super Bowl?
Let's go full cliche on this one because it works. Remember what got you here. Been a winning formula all season long. This is a team that when we saw them in the preseason, we said they look like a group that has what it takes to be a Super Bowl winning team. And we've been proven right by what we've seen throughout the season.
This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude, and you know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now, but maybe the better question, CD, what do you think of the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to, and he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed, and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things, and then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team the best chance to win.
His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
It's on! Sit on! Go. 13. Sit on!
Henry up the middle. A gain of 3, second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's a second down and 7 from the 37. To throw is Jackson. Screen play setting it up for Mitchell. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially as pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
They'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be second down.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line that hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
That's to the sideline and incomplete. That his first incompletion after a 4-for-4 start.
Yeah, but they shouldn't back off from what they're doing. I like the play calling right out of the gate. I like the tone that they're setting. Keep going in that direction.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. That's into the hands of Flowers over the middle. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
For the Ravens field goal. A 39-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. 3 points, probably not going to win this Super Bowl, but at least you get something on the opening drive.
And it's certainly not going to lose it. So the bottom line is, come away with the points now, come back and get greedy later, and try and put it in the end zone.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
60 red. 60 red. Watch out.
And Love wants to shift things around.
Ready.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Trenton Simpson firing in and sticking him for a loss. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Black ultra. Set. Ready. Red. Yellow. Black. Dog red. Black blue. Cut.
Love now. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I almost see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll complete this one to Watson. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Right. White. 6. Mega. Ready. Set.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Yellow. 22. 52.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
Ready.
On play action. Love to throw. And quickly, he just gets that ball out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing, and here comes the flag. So after the loss of down, they'll come up here with a 2nd and goal.
Blue strike.
In motion left goes Watson. To pass, here's Jordan Love. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Shot. 17. Steel. Black. Black ultra. Beetle blue. Red. Yellow.
In motion left goes Watson.
Ready.
Love. This is 3rd and goal. Brought in by Dobbs on the comeback route. Touchdown! Romeo Dobbs from 21 yards away. And the Packers are able to answer the early 3 points and take a 1st quarter lead. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive, he burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail early on in his Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Yo. Middle. All right. Yo.
Here's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. Down the right sideline. Mark Andrews. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 65 yards. And the Ravens are able to move back in front. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. Reed wrestling ahead. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Right, let's go.
To throw now. Here's Love. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We've got a lot more ahead of us here in Super Bowl 60. Second quarter coming your way next. 10-7 our score. The NFL on EA Sports continues right after this message. Love looking to throw it. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Ready, go. Red, 38.
Jacobs going to try the middle. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down. That fits the bill.
97. Yellow, 43. 52 blaster. Hut.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
And that brings up 3rd down.
Ready.
Throwing. Love. Catch made by Watson on the out route. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's Love. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Offense is moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Love from the gun. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
And darn right, they did something to disrupt that timing.
Now Love. He's got his target. That's complete. Still fighting for more. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Ready.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
First down, Green Bay.
Let's go. Black 40. Chop. 17. Drill green. Ready.
Glove. Out to the left here to Reed. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jaden Reed, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Packers have taken the lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
McManus's point after is good. And the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Good for a Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 40.
They go play action with Jackson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL, and all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And that is incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Throwing is Jackson. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 32 yards. And the Ravens have yet again retaken the lead. On his loop for the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48 there.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. Second down and 4.
It's a pickup.
Here we go. Here we go.
Brings up second
45. White.
at the 31-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Working out of the gun. Love. He'll try and do this himself. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up fourth down.
A 51-yard attempt.
The kick by McManus is good. And that will tie things at 17 all. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive, as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And some room to work. Inside the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, 65 yards. And the Ravens will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10. In motion right comes Reed. Throwing to start the drive. Love. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Flag blue, yellow. Here we go.
Operating from the gun. Love. Now this aired out deep for Reed. This is intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. Sheds off the tackle. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they trail here in the Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the first half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, made a few errors they normally wouldn't. But, of course, this is the Super Bowl, so things get a little bit heightened in that regard. But I think they have to feel a little fortunate. They're only down what they are here starting the third quarter.
Throwing again on 2nd down. too much. Down he goes. Nnamdi Madubuike breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Come on. Yellow, go, red, black, ready, white, white. Smith, red. Ready?
On third down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down, Packers.
Here's Jacobs on first and 10. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
At their 49-yard line.
Set, hot. Yellow, 43. Watch out now, 50 series. Set, hot.
Quick slant to Watson. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 40. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the Super Bowl. So in Raven territory now. Here's a first and 10 right at the 40. In motion right goes Reed.
Trouble, 38. Set.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Looking deep here for Dobbs. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them, because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
Brings up second and 7.
But that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And they'll come up second and 7. Again, it's Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 90 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another first and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The tackle there by the safety, Xavier McKinney. Third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Second and 10. Jackson going to keep it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Quick strike out wide by Jackson.
Jackson's pass complete to number 84.
They'll come up on a second and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Now it's Jackson. This will go to Henry out wide. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 22-yard line. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Only one quarter left here in Super Bowl 60 as we get set to begin the fourth.
DC, ready?
From the 21, here's the 2nd and 9. On the option right is Jackson. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And the defense has come up with it.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Love now. Right side to Watson. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Operating from the gun, Love. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Packers. Romeo Doubs, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl.
Yes, it was a touchdown, and not just a TD, but how about a long touchdown that puts them in a great position now.
And now just an extra point away from tying this thing. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter.
Brendan McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
This Super Bowl, it has had it all so far. All tied fourth quarter as it kicks away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch. Over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this Super Bowl has been as good as advertised. Probably one of the best that we've seen in recent memory. All even here in this fourth quarter. And this is going to be home in by the tight end Andrews. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around a lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Jackson going to keep it. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 26 yards. And the Ravens answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we're at the time in this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly, trailing here in the fourth quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Love. give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll be second down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Love, he's going to change the play here.
3-3. Ready.
On third down, here comes Jacobs. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
10 cycles.
Desperation time here. Love on fourth down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's brought down. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on fourth down. A new lease on life after the fourth down conversion. Here's first and 10. To pass, here's Jordan Love. He'll complete this one to Watson. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there at 22. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10.
Right. Watson. 6 by 60.
Looking to throw. Love. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and it's going to be a first down. Well done. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal.
Yellow, smash, red 6, mega, 5, 97. Ready?
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Just too much air on the ball. That's a missed opportunity in a game where you don't have many opportunities left.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal.
Down.
To the air again. Love. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jordan Love taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. This Super Bowl, it has had it all so far. All tied fourth quarter as it kicks away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there. 65 yards. And the Ravens strike quickly to take the lead here in the fourth. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Let's go. At the 34-yard line.
To throw now. Here's Love. Now this aired out deep for Reed. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. In motion right comes Reed. Love from the gun on 3rd down. Will try and do this himself. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Trenton Simpson. And the Ravens have just about sewn up this football game. They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll run forward with Henry. And he has the Ravens first down, and it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. And it's all over. Just one is left standing, and that one is the Baltimore Ravens, your Super Bowl champions. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL.